Good evening, all. Today we are going to see the concept of AWT and Swing. So, which is needed for creating applications, which is any type of application. Using Java, we can create a standalone application, platform dependent application, and a platform independent application main. And we are creating a networking application and large scale application and web application also. Using AWT and Swing, we can create, but in AWT there are some restrictions, like we can say it's a very basic component. Okay, and for in the Swing it is not like that. In it have some benefits also, so that's it lead to the AWTs lead to the concept of Swing. And if you see that in the screen which I showed here, like these are the differences of your AWT and Swing, why we are when to use AWT and when to use Swing. In AWT we have it is actually from JDK 1.1. That means it's a very old one, and whereas your Swing is released from JDK 1.2, which is the additional part, or you can say the new feature which is added in the Java. And AWT is basically created by not by Java, it is created by the native GUI toolkit, and in a Swing it is created and displayed by Java itself. And that's why it is totally totally independent, and you can say that what are the behaviors your Java have, all the behavior it also contains, and it is totally compatible with any type of applications. As I mentioned in the next point, AWT behave differently on different platform. That means if you are creating any application, that will be showed in your screen, like somewhere good for you are created, and in this screen it is looking good, but it not look good in all the screens. And it is having it's a heavyweight components it contains. Whatever components is nothing but the like your for designing you are using a button label, and you can say combo box. Okay, and you can say that like that any type of components for creating and selecting combo box, radio button. Okay, and list box, what are the other things we are having, like all the things are comes under component. It contains whatever component contains a heavyweight. Okay, if you are adding more components, this load is also getting more. And in Swing it's not like that. It is having a same look and feel. How you create in this platform, it will looks in the same look and feel it provides in the different platform also. And it also contains a lightweight components. Okay, and in AWT it is suited for the lightweight application, and in the Swing it is only suited for large. It is suited for, of course, small application also, and large scale and networking application with consistency you can have. What do you mean by that consistent? That means it is not changing in all the other platform. It is having a consistent screen look and everything, and consistent visual appearance and behavior. And what and the last point is like AWT have a component or in java.awt, and you can see here Swing is comes under Java x dot Swing. Okay, so here Java is small and Java x dot Swing. Okay, what is this basically? Why here Java is x here? Because you can say that in the very first point we saw JDK 1.1. That means since JDK 1.1, whatever the previous before JDK 1.1 and before JDK 1.2, what are the classes are implemented and created, that is basically comes under java.awt. And after JDK 1.2, okay, that means from JDK 1.2 to after the till now whatever versions you are having, all the classes are basically comes under a Java X over here package. Okay, and that is one of the class we are going to study, the external Java, extern Java, which is nothing but the Java x dot Swing. Okay, so see, as per interview base which we are talking about in Java, AWT and Swing, there are no theoretical question is asked for to you. They will ask you that like projects related type of questions. Okay, that means you need to know that where to put what logic. That means, see, if any topic you are taking, not all the topics having a same type of implementation and everything. Somewhere some implementation differs. Okay, but still the basic implementation, like if you wanted to put a text box, where to put a text box, in which concept I have to implement a radio button, where I have to use a radio button, this type of concept that is implemented somewhere common to all the projects. Okay, but it's up to your innovative thinking, and how you are like to present your project. It depends. Like as a developer, you are not only going to do the coding and everything, you also concentrate on your designing part also. So to prove that, only Java basically having a main important feature is nothing but the swing, okay, which is basically the 10th and 11th module of your Java, okay. And basic, and in the 10th and 11th module which I want to show, that I have to show through your database connectivity only, then it will be suitable. Simply I am designing and displaying, it is not, doesn't matter, okay. So that's why I was doing here with the database connectivity. So here I am using a NetBeans, okay. So what is the first step you have to do? As per I mentioned the JDBC connectivity, before that, first add application, okay. Go to a file, new project, okay. And here we are doing the core Java only, so I am creating a Java application. Next, most of the time what you are doing, you are creating a main class, okay. For my application, I am not going to create a main class. I untick that checkbox here. And after that, okay, here I will create application name as JDBC, okay, or JDBC swing demo, or we can say JDBC demo, okay. This is my application name. Here I'm going to perform different concepts here, okay. So let me finish this. Now it created application to me, okay. And now you can see there is no main classes created, because I don't want to create a main class, okay. Now I'm going to design it, okay, like other application, other your .NET or other PHP application, how you are having a drag and drop facility, like your Java also having a drag and drop facility through this NetBeans tool, or you can say the Eclipse tool, okay. So here we are going to see the palette, okay. That palette is nothing but our drag and drop. It contains all the components. Now you can see that here, so you can looking after like designer, okay, sorry, it's tools, palettes, and window, okay. Wait, I'll show you that. It's projects, and we have a IDE tools. Yeah, so the IDE tools, we are having a palette. The short form is like that, short key, it's palette shortcut key. So just click on it, okay. Now it's get shown over here, okay. Mm, now how I have to design that part? Now it is not showing any tool here. Basically it is not showing any tool in the source code part. It is showing in the screen in the frame part or your panel format, okay. So first step, what I am going to do, I am going to add a new JFrame or any J panel I am going to use. You can see here I am almost added, that's why it is shown over here. But in the very beginning it will not show, so you have to go to other. And here you can see, here also you have to go to other once it get loaded, okay. So now also you can go to like swing GUI forms, okay. See here, so we are getting n numbers of forms here. We can deal with any numbers of form, and click on JFrame form. Next, okay, so I am giving the form like login form. Okay, simple logic, let us see. And after that, for most of the time, whenever you have started creating your project, better keep your every form inside one package, okay. Related classes in the related, like see, form is JFrame is one type of a class only, but this normal class is extending your some one of the extending or implementing some interfaces, then it becomes a form, okay. So that means the login form actually extends your JFrame, which is a class, okay. Let me show you that. Once it is created, let's see here. So it's first create a form. Now your source, design, and history is shown over here. See here, it's a source where you are going to write the action part, and this is a design where you are going to designing a part. Now you can see the palette is actually shown over here, okay. All the swing details, swing components, these are all the components, okay. And whatever changes you did, that is stored in the history when I opened and closed, okay. Now in the source part, you can see this is a normal login form which extends your java x.swing.jframe. So now this class become a jframe form, okay. Now this class become a frame, okay. Like in the thread, as I mentioned, normally the class is extending a thread, it becomes a thread. Like the same case, if you want to change the normal class behavior, you just need to either extend or you have to implement. So now see here, so you can have a main method also, Okay, in this main method you can do any look and feel settings also, and basically it is having now main method now basically invoking a new runnable interface, and in the run it is making your login form to set visible to the current form to be always true, then only it will open. Now simply I run it and show it to you. So you have to run the source code only from the very beginning. Okay, and see here it will run your part like login form will be open. In that meantime, okay, let us design our form. Okay, so it is showing the output. See, it's simply the form. I'm not having any controls over here. Okay, so it simply show the form. Clear? So this form, in this form we can show all the details. Now the J label, so just drag and drop the label, edit text. Okay, here I am giving username. Okay, and after that again one label I am was providing here, edit text, password. Okay, and now I want a text field, right? So that means a single type of field. I'm doing that. First maximize this text field, depends upon your requirement, and right click, edit text, and change. Now in this text field we are going to perform action, so better change the variable name also. By default the name is j text field 1. I want to change it with the user underscore text here. Okay, and next is again one more text field we are using, j text field 2, edit text. Okay, now right click, change variable name. Here I was making password underscore text. Done. So now better here also change the username. I'm going to get the password here. Fine. Done. Now just take the button and drag and drop. In this you can change, you have to change the name of your button also. So first I'm editing the text login. Okay, and again I'm adding one more button. What happens? Okay, login. Reset. Fine. So this two part I did. Okay, and if you open this here, change variable name, again it's a login underscore, I'm giving btn. Okay, button in the short form, and this is a reset button, so I change the variable name like reset underscore button. Now done with this part. Okay, so if you want to change any, like in the form you want to change the properties, right click on this and go to properties. You can say default close operation is if you do the, because by default your form have a minimize, maximize and close button. If you want to close, if you want to close the form, okay, so in this case default exit on close you can do, or if you want to do nothing you can select, or you have to exit a complete application you can dispose it also. Okay, by default I make exit on close here, and yeah, the form should be appear like how it appear, how many the by default size while you are opening. Okay, and any images if you want to put for the icon. Okay, icon is by default icon it will take. Okay, so if you want to change the icon you can just select any one of the uh, icons from your pictures. Okay, so you can put up pictures of that, and then anything else, see here, enabled is by default true, you tick that. And bounds, if you want to set the bounds you can set x and y axis bound. And background, if you want to change the background of it, so you can change any backgrounds here. I'm going to the RGB here and I was changing like the background, any, don't give any dark colors while you are creating your form. Okay, I'm selecting this. Okay, and okay. Okay, so let me run this and check which for concept is applied. Okay, is a form frame getting backgrounds or what? Okay, so it's not getting any background. Okay, but you can see it's close, exit on close is done now. Okay, Now minimize it. Now whatever content I added, that is creating a object of this each and every component. Button, text field. See, this is, that means each and every component is nothing but one of the class. They are creating an object and we are going to use that object over here. Okay, now what is my logic now? First I will show you how to reset. That means if I return anything, I want to clear this. For that, so click on the reset button, double click on that. Okay, and it is creating an action performed. By default, button is basically having action performed. Okay, and here I am going to write what is my text box name here. It is like user text, right? So user control space, you can get this user dot set text. Okay, that means once I click on this button, what it's supposed to be, set text. Okay, so nothing, I want to clear that. Okay, for that the same way, okay, did I have changed that? It's password. Let me check, did I change the variable name of this? pw text is there now. Okay, it's capital P control space. Okay, it's there, dot set text, and we are having this. Fine, this way I did. Now if I click on reset button, whatever I written, that should be cleared. It makes my test box as empty. Okay, and now work on the login. That means while login, I want to say some message like so welcome something. I want to print welcome. If you log in, it's supposed to show one message box to me. So for that, what I was doing here, I first set the variable, that means the text should be what it should be, and now I'm doing like string user equal to user underscore dot. So now I want to get the text and I want to store it in the user. Okay, get text, and same way we are doing for string pass equal to pw underscore text dot get text. Now I get the text which is entered in my text box and store it in this variable. Now I need to check, okay, whether this text box value, okay, now what is my logic I'm going to do? I want my username and password must be same. Okay, for that, how I was writing the logic here, if user, you people are aware that dot equals method, right? User dot equals, it checks the contents are same or not. User dot equals of, okay, what is my variable pass, then it's supposed to show me one message. Okay, for showing a message, we have one class here, j option pan, okay, which comes under java x dot swing dot. So we have n numbers of concept here. Here I'm going to show the message dialog. Okay, show message dialog. I'm taking the first constructor here. Okay, show message dialog here, and in this I first I'm putting a null, and I want to show to the user like welcome plus who is actually login, that name I want to enter. That name is stored in where, here my user. Okay, so now it is storing here. Just run this file. I'm just writing the if part only, else part I didn't write, so it will not show any error message to me. Now if I write like this, okay, if you click on login, it will show this way. If you do the reset, it clear the text boxes. Okay, if I give wrong here like this, see, for the else part I didn't write anything, so doing that, okay, so you can write down the else part in that button. Okay, else, fine. In this else, I want to write the same concept, j option pan dot show message dialog none, and here I want to pass the message error in login, like that. Now run it again. That means whenever you are doing any changes, you have to decompile it. Okay, so or else it will not take any effect on any changes. Okay, so now if I do like this, supposed to say error in login. Okay, so this way we can show the message dialog here. Okay, and next part, now I design the login form. Okay, from this login form, simply it is checking what I was giving, it is login, but in this after login I want to open a new frame over here. Okay, it's supposed to show the message to me welcome or whatever error is there, but still for error it's supposed to redirect me to the current page, and but by default it is in the current page only. And for if it is successful, I want to open a new form here. So for that I'm adding another one form here, new jframe form. Okay, here I'm writing like home page. It's in the same package. In this home, I just want to generate I just want to generate some any words or something. Okay, even a current date you can say. Okay, just put one or else I can put one text box here, not a label. Okay, so I can put a text box. Text field. Here I just want to generate a current date. Okay, so how I have to generate a current date? While this form is loading, I want to generate a current date. Today's date is what? Okay, and for that, go to a source. In this init components you are having here, right? So I didn't give any name of this. Let me provide some name of this text field. Just remove this and right click, change variable name. It's date, show date, show date, or showed it. Okay, so now while this page, once it from here I want to open this page, here it's supposed to show me the current date. Okay, so for showing the current date, what I was writing, and here show date dot set date. Okay, date dot, we have a, or else set date equal to new date. Okay, so this supposed to be comes under util dot date. Just import it. Okay, now there's a text now. Okay, so let me check new text. Okay, new date, and my date dot get instance of dot new date. Okay, it's not, it's giving some error. Wait, date cannot be converted to string. Fine, it's new date. I'll do one thing. Let me create date object here. Date d equal to new date. Here I have a int whatever. Okay, here new date. Here I have, I will pass some string here. Okay, instead of providing a complete date. Hmm, 20, today's date is like 13 to 2016. I put that. Now what I was going to do here, what is my text field name? It's show date dot So text, here I can pass, okay, d dot to string. Okay, now let me, why I am writing in the constructor, because while loading the page I need to generate that concept. That's why I'm loading in the while form loading, because anyway my constructor is called from the main method, right from here. So while form is loaded, by default it is showing my date over here. Okay, so go to your login form, here go to here. If it is where successfully login, I want to open that. So what is my home page? It's a class name is home page. Just create a class object here, h1 equal to new home page, right? And h1 dot set visible, you're supposed to make it as true, then only it will open. That means once it's success, and if it is both are equal, to show me your home page here. Okay, and just run this page, current page, login page. Okay, so my both the username and password is equals, it's login, it asks you welcome a, okay, and it opens the, and current date is generated to you. Okay, fine, and that date is not set yet, it is just printing a d over here. Fine, system date is generated. Okay, okay, fine. In this way we can do this. And here the next step we are going to do, like uh, I'm going to create a database here. So from the database I'm going to retrieve the data and show it to you. So for that I almost create a keep and one complete you can say the flow of the project. Okay, for that doing that, first what are the steps you have to do? First you have to install your Oracle over here. The setup must be installed here. Okay, and let me show you that how the setup will look. Okay, and what you are supposed to do. Okay, I will open my d, my file explorer, my d. I have see here, this is the setup I have. Once you run the setup, it created a folder. That means while running the setup you have to provide a password, like here I put a pass. Once you run that, and after that it is successfully installed, it will create this folder. Okay, see here. Okay, so in this folders you will get a jar file. Okay, from which path you will get a jar file, like here product 11.2.0 server, and we have JDBC. Okay, because we are going to see the JDBC connectivity, and library, and finally we have a jar file here. Okay, so this is the way we are, this jar file we are supposed to add. Whenever you are adding a jar file, actually select the latest jar file you are having over here. So here I will going to use this ODBC6 jar file. Okay, so once you are adding somewhere, it is asking you to use a ODBC 14 because it's Oracle 11G. Okay, but anyway they are providing ODBC 6, and if you want any other jar file in say any other some websites, what you are supposed to do, I'm giving you the reference of this website, it's java2s.com. There you can get jar files. So once you write down this, and just write down Oracle JDBC or ODBC. Okay, ODBC 14 dot jar. Okay, just type on it. It will directly take you to the page where the ODBC jar file is there. Okay, so let it load. Fine. So now for doing this, first the step what you have to do. Once my Oracle is installed properly, okay, I'll get this path, and to check that what you are supposed to do, go here, and here once your Oracle is installed, that the folder will be given over here. Okay, let me write down run SQL command line. Okay, so there is one run SQL command line is there. It will open. Like your command prompt, it is also a command prompt where it is open. If it is not open in this way, so let me open by searching it. See here, once your Oracle is installed, it must have this all the folders. I am talking about this one. Now once I install what I given here, okay, it is going and searching here, so I don't need it. Okay, and what I given, once it is added, okay, I hope it is not visible to you. Wait, I will increase the font size. Edit, I'm going to, sorry, I'm going to properties, and I was increasing the size of it. Okay, fine. And what is my password? Username is by default system and sys. If you want to create your own database, that is also fine. And connection, connect system, username is given, and you have to provide slash and right slash, and you have to give the password. So once it is, everything is fine, it will connect it. This is one type of way of connectivity, and another way is same way we can do it for the same login. We can do it in the another type also. Let me create a shortcut key of this run SQL command line. Okay, pin to start. Okay, and move pin to taskbar also. Okay, here also. So let me open it easily. So same way, properties. Okay, because that effect will not stay over there. Connect system, just put an enter in the password. You can simply type and enter. So if it is right, it will get connected. So this is the two ways we can connect our database. Okay, once it is fine, it is get connected properly, then you can create a table inside this NetBeans also. Okay, how to do that I will show you now. Okay, and for that, first go to in your project. That means in your project, you know that you are going to add a database connectivity, JDBC. So for that purpose, so first expand your project, and here in its libraries, right click on it, go to add Jara folder. Please follow the steps. Okay, add Jara folder. Here go to your C where your Oracle is installed. It not needed, it should be in the C only. If you want to change the path, you can change the path also. So my Oracle is installed in C. It's C Oracle exe app, and here, and after that product, and 11.2.0 any version whatever you are seeing, and server, and JDBC, and after that you have a library, and here I am selecting this jar file. See here, it's a jar file I'm having, and open it. It's get added over here. Now I'm able to use all the classes which is needed for the JDBC. Okay, this is the first step. If once your project is added, just add your jar file. What type of data type you are using, database you are using, the based database you can add at the ODBC. If you people are using a MySQL, okay, for MySQL, once your NetBeans is installed, there also the MySQL jar file is there. After that, you just need to install your MySQL setup to set that, and basically MySQL password will be username will be root, and if you want to set the password also somewhere something else, you can set while installing like Oracle also. And for that also the same step, but your MySQL jar folder is you can install from outside also. If you don't have, then you can from here also you can find out. See, go to program files. Okay, and here we are having NetBeans installed. Okay, that's this one. NetBeans is there, and here we have IDE, and after that modules. Okay, and we have a ext, and here you can see here MySQL. There are n numbers of jar files are there. Here we have a MySQL connector. This jar file must be added before if you want to do your database chooses a MySQL. Okay, and after that you can create your data tables and everything. Okay, now the second step, once you add a jar file, here I'm using Oracle, so I just added my ODBC jar file. Next I'm going to use a services. In the services, okay, in the service, till now we are not using until this only projects only. Now we are using one more tab. If it is not shown over here, you can go to window. Here you can find out this services. Okay, just open it. Here you can see one of the tab is there, databases. Okay, this one we are not going to use. We are using the first tab, which is the databases. Just expand it. Here you people can see I have a different type of connections over here. What I was going to do, I just going to delete this connection because of you. I'm going to show it to you again. Okay, so now go to the uh, new driver, or expand it, oracle thin, connect using. Okay, and here we are having system, and in this my password is pass, and I don't want to keep on giving password while after every confirmation. I simply click remember password. So test connection, that username and password to log in, we are using that username and password we are providing, and go to next. And here which database I'm going to use, system. Okay, so that database I was simply selecting and finish it. Now it's get added. Now it's I'm able to my by default database is system. So here I can create a table, right click करके I can do the create table concept also. Okay, fine. This way I can do the way to first set your platform to do the saving and storing or updating or whatever concept you are going to do. So you can do that concept. Okay, and next okay, so almost I created one project. Here I will better I will explain you in this way. Like see, in this one packages I create, here I have, it's a mobile store application. So here I have a login page, I have a main page, and mobile update, search mobiles, and home, and I have a add mobile application, and finally test libraries ODBC we used. Okay, and okay, for this I need a database. For that database, let me wait, I will show you that where I have to, how you have to do that databases. Okay, let me have this, and better I will paste it in the source packages. You open this code I have to generate. Okay, okay, where I have to do this, again go to the services. Once your connectivity is done, okay, right click on create table, or in create table if you do, it will take like this. Okay, it will open like this. So I am going to write a query and generate. So for that, right click, execute command. Okay, first I am going to create a new mobile details class, sorry, table. So what is how to create a table? Create table, table name, and normally for the class, what you are doing, first you are going to provide a data type, and you are giving the variable name. So for here we are providing a variable name like a column name, and we are providing a data type. Okay, the same thing we are going to do it over there also. So first I'm going to create a first table here, create table. Okay, so now here in oracle we are using varchar 2, and for an integer we can use either a number or int also, and for a date we are using a date one, and just generate it, just run it. Already used by an existing object. Okay, so that means I hope I have this table almost there. Okay, so that's why it is not creating. So let me check where I have it. Okay, we expand this tables. Okay, so before I was using this new. Okay, it's almost there. Okay, and let me check for the M search also. Okay, it was also there. Fine. Okay, so now I just need to create this two tables with the columns whatever I needed. Okay, it depends upon the requirement of you, you can generate it. Okay, now this is also done. So I need a two tables to actually add and storing my details. Okay, now it is added. Okay, so what I do, mm, Let me show you how to view the data. I almost added some details there for that. So right click on that table and just click view data. It will show you the what is the data it contains. It almost some data are there. So what I do, I remove all the data by truncating this. Okay, and even for the search also. Okay, where it is. In the search also just view the data. Let us check whether it is having or not. Okay, it is also having some data, so I'm just truncating. I'm going to add it and show it to the new data to you. Okay, fine. So I'm truncating these two tables. Well, that means only the data, while truncating, the data will be removed. Okay, and if you drop it, the table will be totally deleted. Okay, so now I simply truncate the data. Okay, and the next step, once it is done, now my table is created. Okay, now move to your projects. Okay, and here the first page we are going to see is the login. In this login, basically it's by default the value is provided like one detail will be there. Okay, so let me show you the source of it. Just click on this button. What is the code I written here? I'll explain you. Like as I did, the text field is stored in the S1 and S2 in the two variables. Okay, and for there is one another one more table will be created. Select star from login. Okay, so let me go and see whether the login, what is the database and value will be given. Just click on the login, right click on it, just click view. So what is the username and password is given. Okay, so let me show you. There are two columns is created. Here they keep two names of that admin 1234 or this one. Okay, any one of the username and password I can use, and I can use login also. Let me add a new one. Okay, for adding a new column, you just need to click that. Here I am providing my name and password. I'm giving 1234. Okay, just okay. Now it's also get added. So now I'm going to use login based on this. Okay, and what is the code I written here? Now you can see what we written, if else condition we written, right? Here also we will do the if else condition. First what I did, I take the text box value and store it in one variable. Okay, and after that, another step what I did, I get the value from the table and store it in the another two variables. Okay, for this username I did, and for the way password, okay, I did. Basically this get string why I given here in the text field in the database, what is the data type I given to this username and password. Just expand it and see here. You can click on it. You can say it's a varchar. Okay, and for the password also I can given a varchar also. And if you click on it and get string, that's why I given. For that varchar, it's a string type. Okay, alphanumeric character like the string is doing. So I written get string, and this is my index column index. Okay, it's a first column. It's a index one I given, in the second column I given the index 2. That means both the column I was retrieving, that's why I given 1 and 2. If you are retrieving only a single column, only username, okay, and not only the password, that means for that only column in that should be the index number 1. Clear? So now I am retrieving both the columns, so I go by the sequence like it's 1 and it's 2. Fine, select star from login ID, and here I am checking if whether the record is there or not. If it is a record is there, if it is not a record, it shows my the message there is no records in a table. Okay, if you have the record, then it comes to the else part and it gets the value from the table and store it in the S3 S4. Now that in the text box where I was going to put a value, right, in the text field 1 and text field 2. Okay, so this value, and I want to check with this value and in the database what is the value I given, that both should be same or not. If it is both are same, and what I have to go, I have to go to the next page, which is the home. this page. Okay, and home page, and I was giving you the a equal to 1. Why I given the a equal to 1? Because that is only one user is there, so I was generated and one record is mentioned, and finally I breaked it. I'm not going to check the next user also to be logged in. Okay, and after that, and this is the part which we are given to if you are giving a wrong username and password. So in this case we did, and finally once it is showing the message, my text field for one, both the text field must be cleared. Okay, and after that we are doing the st.close. And this part, what we did here basically, so there are basically four steps you have to do while doing the connectivity. Okay, this is the logic I'll explain you now for finding the database, finding the details from the database. Now the class dot for name, this path where we are, from where we are getting, go to the services. Okay, the connectivity which you are having, right click on it, go to properties. Okay, and here you can see there is a driver ODB, there is a JDBC driver class is provided here. Okay, this path you have to provide in the class channel. Why? If you are doing that, your driver is registered. Okay, and driver is created and registered, both the cases will be done. And next part, this path will be given database URL in the get connection method. First one is you have to provide the URL path, second you have to give the username, and third you are going to give the password. Okay, so this way we are providing it. Okay, and finally in the statement we are creating a create statement, and this create statement is basically whatever statement you are going to do, that is stored in the statement st. And in the statement, what it is containing, what is the statement you are going to execute, which is a select star from login, that is stored in the result set. And now I want to check both the result, like next result if I want to check. So what I put here, next, like in the collection you did, the next element should be added. The same way, the name, whatever element I am getting, that is stored in the record. It checks all the record and store it in the record. And now it is checking in, now in this three rows, any one of the record it finds, then it will go to the else part. If it is not find, it come and show there is no record in the table. Clear with this? This way we are going to do the login. So now let me show you that. uh, Run file. Here I was writing what is the name I given, like my name, and password I put here is 1234. Okay, just log in. It will take you to the home page. Now it's done. Okay, so in this home page, what I did here, I am adding add mobile phone. Okay, and here what I did, like I am simply adding a mobile phone details here, mobile name, it's J5 I given. Okay, price I was giving like 12,000 here, and number of mobile phones I needed 2. Okay, and enter each phone details. After I done with that, it goes to here. Now it is auto generated. You can see J5 minus 1, and mobile phone color is this. By default it is showing a green, and if I want to give the blue, and IMA number I'm giving 1234, and the date of manufacturing I'm providing 3 March and 2003. Okay, and charger, whatever additional accessories you need, I am selecting. And finally if I give save phone details, okay, this detail is basically stored in the, now you can see that how many quantities I given, 2. So you have to provide the details of two mobile phones. Okay, and here I am giving green, IMI number I am giving 5678, and this way we can go for 4. We are giving this, and we are providing this, and additional accessories, and save phone details. Now both the details are saved. Now I have to, if I want to add a new details, I can do. Now go to back to the home page again. Here search the mobile phone. Okay, by searching I put like different type, using IMA number also I can search, or by the mobile ID, or I can search by the mobile name, or I can search by the mobile price. Okay, search by mobile ID. If I IMA number I put 1234, right? Just search it, it will generate in the J table. Okay, like this. What is the detail? If you want to give the mobile name, wait, let me show you that. 34 search mobile name, it's J5, right? So let me show you that in J5 whether it is searching or not. Okay, for J5 now currently I am adding two elements, like it's like this. And accessories, what are the accessories it is containing, everything is shown here. And search by mobile price. Okay, so I put for the both the mobile price like 12,000, so I'm giving 12,000, or I can say 1,000 to 15,000, or I giving 14,000 or 1,400, whether it is having or not. Let's check. It doesn't have any, there are no mobile price right now, only it will retrieve the column and show it to you. So but if you are giving 1,200 to search, this is the clear. So this way we actually implemented. Now go to back. Now if you want to update any details, okay, now I have a first EMI number 1234. Okay, if I put enter, okay, just give the cancel, okay, and just provide 1234 and update mobile details, click. Now it is generating a mobile ID, everything from the table where you stored. Now all the details is declared, and if you want to change anything additionally something, and you are doing that. Okay, now if you want to check what I change here, charger and data cable, let me change the one more thing also here. Just cancel, and let me update mobile details. Once you click, now I change the mobile name as J6. Okay, just update it. Now how I can view this, go back again, go to mobile phone, search mobile. It's like I put J6, right? So let me search on it. Okay, sorry, search by mobile name it is, so J6. Okay, now I change it. Now you can see it is get viewed. You don't go to, I mean, the mobile price also, if you want to do any changes you can done and do that. Okay, and finally if you want to delete any one of the mobile, so just give the Abhi. Now I want to delete a 5678 mobile which I buy. Okay, just okay, I delete it. And in the, if you want to log off, you can log off, it goes to there. Or else, sorry, it's not like that. It's my password is 1234 login. And in the user, if you want to exit, the whole application will be exited. Okay, you can see what I did here. For whatever details I done, that every details I was keep on printing over here. Okay, there is one error is came here, like one table is not find out. Okay, and see here, headset and whatever I given, every record is keep on printing here also. So no need of that, just for finding the flow I did that. So you don't need to do that. Now let us see. Okay, what are the steps we did here for connecting the databases. Okay, it's a complete project which I showed to you. So let us see one simple project, like what I did here, what are the steps I did. Okay, go to this, select demo, what I did. So simply username and password I need to find out. Okay, here I have the class dot for name. Okay, here I just put the driver class, and in the connection class what are the things I did, you can see I saved that in the database, the DB URL, username is system, and password is pass. I just saved it and passed the variable here. And what I am going to do, system dot users, and after that I given, and I simply need to print that full name and email from that, the format of this format, string format. User is what are the users, and simply in the string dot format I am printing it. Okay, so let me first check whether I added the libraries. I added the libraries, whether I have the users or not. Okay, can I have a users class? Yes, I have a user class. In this user class I have a username, password, full name and email. Let me check whether it has some data or not. It doesn't have any data. For showing the data, just add one data. Okay, so user ID 12, username, password 123456, and full name, email a@gmail.com. Okay, I'm giving okay. Now its content is added here. Just now, after that, now my every step is done over here. What are the steps? First you have to add the library. Second, you have to in the code, you are basically going to first load a driver and register a driver like this line. And in this you are going to the driver manager. After you want to whatever driver you loaded, that detail and username and password you have to get. For that you are passing the database URL, username and password. And after that, whatever SQL statements you are going to do, either you have to store it like this or you have to directly pass it over here. And before that, you have to create an interface object of statement, which is creating the statement, whatever statement, and whatever you did. And finally what you are going to do here, execute. For the select statement, basically we are using a execute query. Okay, for a update statement we have to pass the update, execute update. Okay, update, like we have a DDL statements and DML statements, right? For the DDL and DML statements, in this DML statements you just need to write execute update here. Okay, we have a method like execute, see, execute update. So this one you have to do, but here I was using a select query, matlab like a select statement I'm using, so I'm using execute query. And what are the details I want to retrieve from here? Name, okay, password, full name, email, and output, which format I have to provide the output, that format I was printing here. Okay, so like this way we can do that. Let me run it and show it to you whether it is find out or not. In which format it is printing. See, so it's user, first user, and password, the full name and email ID. This way it is selecting and printing me the detail. See, this way we can do the different way, like the programs we want to do. Okay, so JDBC, the main concern you have to find out here is this one, and who are all actually doing that, this part, who are needed that. So you can get the complete project copy also. And additionally you want to find out some other minimum assignments also, so I will give forwarded to you. Like for the select I show you, so even I have a concept of uh, insert, update, and all the concepts, so we will see that also. Okay, I will forward you the assignment, you can do try like that. The only changes you have to do here is your query should be for the insert here, and instead of execute query, what you want to do, you have to give the execute update. Okay, and in this application where which that assignment, that means this project which I showed you, here they are using the complete execute query only. Okay, because here we are keep on searching, and inserting also we did. Okay, here I'll show you how they do the insertion. Okay, so let me expand this application, source packages, add mobile. Okay, I'll explain you this code. Save phone details method. Okay, save phone detail, click on this, and what they did, they add all the details, just checking everything. Okay, and enter all the details and fill this field. If you are not filling any field, it will say you fill this field. And this is some logic. First, for saving, what they did, we take they take all the details from the text box, combo box, and every box, and store it in some variable here. Okay, and after that, whatever other checkbox values are added, if it is checks, it is added in the particular checkboxes and it is stored over there. And finally this connectivity, and whatever we stored, that stored is we are giving set string, and this way. Now in this application, basically if you're talking about this application, that means this one, we are passing a value, that means we are just selecting. Okay, so for selecting or simply providing a value over there, you have to use a prepare statement. Okay, sorry, you're using a simple statement. But if you want to providing a details of, okay, from the user, if you want to put, okay, for that case you are supposed to use a prepare statement. And if you want to provide the details there, you have to give the ternary operator, which is a question mark, you have to provide. So insert into table name, which is my new mobile details, and values I'm providing, and this way. Okay, so this way we are giving that, and we are storing it, and finally we are updating it also. Once it is updated successfully, it will print save successfully. Okay, and finally it will get cleared also. And once it done, the second part, what we did here, once you go to the design, what we did, first we add this detail, this one. After clicking on, sorry, after clicking on this enter each phone details, then only this will activate it, right or not? So there we are doing that. So that means first we have to check on this enter each phone details. Here we are giving all the details and store it in the database, right now. Enter first phone detail, second phone detail, this one. Okay, simple way. So this project I will give you the copy as assignment. So go through it and do that. If any doubts we will discuss on it. Okay, because this concept, once you do the practices, then you will come to understand. Here I was giving a complete project to you. Okay, so where you can easily find out. That means here we actually do some other concept also, like you can see here in the add mobile concept, we are having a date like this. In the combo box we use the date, but in this three dates should be saved in one column only. Okay, three, that means different combo box values are stored in a single column. So for the logic what we did and everything. Okay, so if you go through this, then you will come to understand. And to redirect to the different page, see here, simply current page should be disposed. That means if you give a dispose method, if the current page is disposed and it take you to the previous page. Okay, that is the way. Clear? So this is the way how we can do the JDBC connectivity with the application. Okay, so I hope you have to do this practice and you will be get clear. Okay, so and this assignment I will forward it to you, this project, to do the practice purpose. Okay, so let us stop the session. Okay, so this is all about your core Java and all the complete from module 1 to 12. Whatever we did is like complete core Java which is needed, and we discuss about more interview questions also. Okay, so any doubts you are having, so we will discuss on the assignments. Okay, thank you so much.